Yo, what's good guys, it's Cyber, and in today's video I'm going to be breaking down Che's brand new music video, Pose for a Pic. Before I start off, make sure to follow my socials down below, check out my website, and let's get right to it. So for our first effect, we're going to do this mirror black and white type of effect that was seen throughout the video. So let me show you guys how to cook it up. So first we're going to start off by roto brushing the green part of the car, just to separate it and make the rest black and white. How we do this is just by going to our roto brush tool, double clicking, and then just selecting the green part of the car. So we're going to get rid of these parts right here, like the black, and we can slightly see the green right here. We can just take it out like that. Alright, cool. So once we have that done, we'll have something like this. All we have to do is duplicate our layer, go to our bottom layer and delete the roto brush. And from here, we're just going to type in black and white. We're going to grab this right here. So basically we just have the green separated. We can go to brightness and contrast, throw it on our bottom layer, and we can mess around with the black and white. So I'm just going to go for something like this. So now we kind of have this type of look. All we can do is pre-compose both of these layers. We're going to make a new adjustment, and then we're going to add that mirror effect. Before I do the mirror effect, I just want to let you guys know that it is in my distort pack. I have the link down to my website. Make sure to go check it out, and let me show you guys how to do it. So all we have to do is grab in a mirror right here, and it doesn't really do anything at the start. So since our footage isn't 4K, we can't see the mirror right now. So all we have to type in is 960 into here, and then we have a mirror. So we can mess around with the mirror by changing the reflection angle. I'm going to do 180, and you can see it is kind of like too close. So all you have to do is go to the bottom layer, the one we pre-composed, and just mess around with the position. So there we have something like this. And if you want to spice it up just a little bit, we can add in a chromatic aberration. And here we can just drop down our master distort just so it's very subtle. Something like this. So for our second effect, I'm going to show you guys how to make this. So we're going to grab the first frame of the transition, which is this right here. And we're just going to rotoscope. Okay. Once we have them rotoscoped, we're just going to mess around with the feather and drop the shift edge a little bit. And we can duplicate the layer and delete the roto brush from the bottom one. Alright, so all we're going to do is duplicate this layer, bring it to the left a little bit, something like this. We're just going to drop the scale and just kind of place it wherever we want, somewhere like this. We're going to duplicate it again, scale it up, and just place it in a random position. And we can just spam this for a little bit. And then once we do that, we're going to go back to that clip, duplicate it, and just bring it up a few frames, and we're not going to touch it at all. So we have something like this. All we're going to do now is go into YouTube, and we're going to grab a TV static clip like this. Alright, so once we got that into After Effects, all we got to do is just scale it down, bring it behind all of our roto brushes, and again we can just place it wherever we want. If we want to make it more distorted, we can pre-compose it while it's scaled down, and we can go to turbulent displace. You can grab this one right here, just for real, just mess around with it. I'm going to keyframe it by going to this part right here, going back, and just turning up the evolution a little bit. Now all we have to do is duplicate this and just rotate it, and again just mess around with the positioning and scale of it. I want to turn up the brightness on the signals a little bit. I'm just going to go to brightness and contrast and just turn up the brightness and contrast like that. You can kind of see there's a rough outline. All you have to do is just turn up the feather and mess around with the shift edge. So that's it for the second effect. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys how to make this final effect. So in this clip here, we're just going to rotoscope Che again. So once we have him rotoscope, we're going to duplicate this layer twice. On the bottom one, we're going to delete the roto brush. And on the middle one, we're just going to add an echo. So with our echo here, we can up our number of echoes by like a 5. We can drop our starting intensity and decay down a little bit. So now we can see he has like a ghost trail. Might just turn it up a little bit so it is more visible. Maybe the starting intensity to 1. Now we're going to have that inverted green look. The way we do this is by going to colorama, going to our output cycle, and pressing negative. So we're going to grab this white arrow here and turn it into a green. So if you want to mess around with it, you can change the brightness and contrast of it. And maybe have some like this. Alright, so thank you guys for watching the breakdown. If you want more videos like this, please let me know. Make sure to check out my site too. I have a lot of packs to help out editors. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.